Assalamualaikum everyone, it's me Suha and I am draped in madness. So I was going through my things and I found these two fabrics. Yes, this is not a dress and I thought I would maybe make a dress out of it and show you guys the process. I was going through Instagram to find some inspiration where I stumbled upon this picture. I'll put the picture somewhere in the screen of Bushrapu's blog, or more known as BCD Life's blog, which is pink and ruffly and layered, and I love this dress. But however, as you can see, my fabrics, the base fabric is a little bit brighter than her and the layer one is printed, but whatever. We have to make do with whatever we have. We can't just go to stores right now. So let's go! Hi, a quick reverse from the voiceover Suha because I forgot to mention the prices. Here the plain one is butterfly fabric, which cost me 200 taka for 4 yards or 4 gauge, as it was 2 separate pieces. And the printed one here cost me 150 taka only for 5 yards, as it had a splash of bleached whiteness in the middle, which I threw out after cutting. Yes, I buy my fabrics tactically. Now, for the inner, I laid down the fabric and an existing dress flatly on the ground and traced out the pieces. At first the bodice, then the sleeves, and lastly the skirt, which I folded in 4 triangular pieces as shown. Then I took my sewing machine, matching thread, and began sewing the shoulders first, then the sleeve with the bodice, and then the skirt. At that time, I had a midnight epiphany where I decided to make a shirt sleeve, and that sudden decision caused me to lose 1 whole hour. I kept sewing and ripping and sewing and ripping for 5 times, and then I gave up to go have some white sauce pasta and watch Dynasty and sleep. The next day, I realized it was all happening due to the loose bobbin, and I was finally done with the inner. On to the actual fluffy gown part, I cut out 2 pieces of fabric for the skirt and 2 other pieces 20 inches larger than the original skirt. I then safety pinned the larger fabric to my door because I was alone and divided it into 3 equal pieces, so I had 6 pieces in total. Here, one basting stitch gave it a form and the other one gave it the fluff. I then sewed up the first layer to the skirt as shown. Now for the second layer, I went around the whole skirt to draw a line under the first layer so that my layer stays symmetric and it didn't look haphazard. I did the same thing for the third layer as well. For the bodice, I kept it neat and sleeveless as the inspiration picture, and if you were wondering why you haven't seen Piku yet, it's because he's really playful and doesn't let me work at all. Anyhow, I hemmed the raw edges of the bodice, and here, this is me trying to show you a simple thing, that is to attach the bodice with the skirt. I then proceeded to join the skirt with some mini pleats to make it a little more fuller than it already is. And finally, with the last joining, buttoning and hemming, I was done in 3 days. So, are you guys ready for the reveal? This is what I came up with in 3 days for 350 taka. Drum roll please! I honestly didn't expect to come up with something like this. It looks like a cupcake and princessy and fluffy, and I don't know, I just love this. The only complaint I have is the tone of the fabric, like it's a little light for my skin tone, as you can see. Yeah, that's it. Overall, I think I'm quite satisfied with it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.